What's going on, everybody? We're here for another episode of the Tip Share, where we dive super deep into the labyrinth of all things restaurant. We got a really important episode here for you guys today, so as always, get up and get excited because it's time to share our tips. Today we're going to be giving you guys a restaurant produce ordering guide. Now, you might be asking why proper produce ordering is essential, and I'm going to give you guys a few reasons why it helps to follow a sustainable, flexible restaurant produce ordering guide. These are things such as increased order speed, proper designation and quantities for seasonal specific ingredients, reduced order errors, on-the-fly adjustments are easy to implement for seasonal items and special promo entrees, seamless process. This means that it's easy for someone to fill in and order produce without missing a beat, or beats if that's your thing. That's supposed to be a joke and you guys are supposed to laugh. The next one is optimal ROI and less kitchen waste, enhanced menu engineering, and many more. Now let's get to some tips for ordering produce. Following these simple steps will ensure that you're well on your way to adhering to an easy-to-follow restaurant produce ordering guide. And the first one is going to be assessing your needs. So along with your regular to-go staple menu items, stay ahead of the curve for seasonal favorites and upcoming new entrees and appetizers. For example, your produce ordering requirements in April might differ substantially from your September produce purchases. The next one is going to be finding reliable suppliers. In other words, find a vendor management strategy that works best for you. Check out RASI's helpful article on this subject for some invaluable tips. And vendor management is a critical component of every well-run produce ordering system for any restaurant. Next is going to be understanding lead times and special orders. We touched on this a little bit earlier, but it's hard to stress the importance of anticipating bulk orders, special produce purchases, and the like. There's a bit of trial and error in play here, especially for less experienced chefs and kitchen managers, but once you build a reliable supplier network, it's easier to handle this tricky task. You might be asking, should I buy in bulk now, or how does this produce inventory impact my balance sheet? These are questions that are answered by controlling the cost of the goods for your restaurant or eatery. Now let's get to quality control and food safety. Produce freshness depends on the impeccable quality control and food safety measures. For your restaurant produce ordering guidelines, this means that there's a thorough delivery inspection. Never just accept produce delivery without a cut no corners inspection. Always check for proper firmness, color, and aroma. You guys just want to be making sure that what you're receiving is at the level of quality that you expect. So that's why a thorough delivery inspection is important. The next one is storing produce properly. To get the most out of your produce order guidelines, ensure that you have a clearly defined produce storage plan in place. And check out RASI's informative blog post on produce storage. And then finally, we have preventing cross-contamination. Pay attention to cross-contamination within your produce, guys. For example, never store fresh produce next to meat, dairy, and other non-produce ingredients. The last thing we're going to get to here is optimizing produce usage and minimizing your waste. And it's important to try these tips when you want to produce the best results. So, reduce your over-ordering. First of all, this goes along with our previous point about anticipating seasonal ingredient trends and similar special circumstances. Another helpful aspect of limiting over-ordering and having too much produce on hand is get on a regular and reliable schedule with trusted partners, vendors, and suppliers. Then we're going to talk about implementing creative ways to use excess produce. Now, when you have some extra produce on hand, a great way to ensure that it's being used before expiration is to add a new menu item or multiple menu items to utilize those ingredients that are soon to expire. Then the last thing here is donating excess produce. Now, if your menu is already at full capacity and it's not feasible to create new menu entrees, donating to a local food bank is always a good idea, and it's just builds community. It's just another option as to how to get rid of food that isn't expired or isn't bad, and also make sure that it's not going to waste. So that being said, just want to thank you guys so much for tuning into this episode of the Tip Share, where we dive super deep into the labyrinth of all things restaurant. We're so excited you could be here with us today. Feel free to check out our other episodes and just have a great day and a great week. Thank you.